Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to my new video. Today we are making bread. I'm going to show you how to make bread the easy way. Just normal bread flour. I'm doing it white bread. Now, but instead of making a loaf, I am doing bread buns. Now, this recipe I've been using since I was a kid. My dad, bless him, who's not here now, he showed me how to make bread when I was a little child. And I will show you a quick way to make the bread rise as well. A technique which some of you might not use, because you know some people like to leave the bread to rise overnight to double in size. But I'll show you a quick and better way if you want bread for quickness. I know some people, they like to make bread and they're just dying to get it made, so this is what I'm going to do. I'll show you a quick way how to do it. Now as you're watching this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on the bell notification. Now if you've not made bread before, I'm going to show you the easy way. Now what you will need is some strong bread white flour, which is quite cheap to buy from Morrison's for £1. You also want to need some butter or margarine, need some quick fast action yeast, which is quite cheap as well, and need a pinch of salt. Now for the bread flour to make bread you need about 500 grams, but for me I don't have a scale, so if you guys don't have a scale, just put an estimate in the bowl. It will still work out either way, as long as the yeast is not too sticky. If it gets too sticky, add a bit more flour, you know, so it's easy to knead. So yeah, like I said, this is the quick way, easy way to do it. And it gets marked about 230, I think it is. But yeah, let's go on with this video, because I can't wait to make bread. I've not made it for a while, but you know what the best thing about making bread is the smell when it's cooking in the oven. Okay, like I said, I am using estimates. You got about 500 grams of flour. So I'm using estimates, and that should be around about enough. Give that a shake. And what you do next, first of all, what I like to do, is put a quick dry yeast in, like so. Just get it all in there. What you do need is just a little pinch of salt. Just mix that in. And what you need next is some butter margarine. Like I say, I don't have any scales, so I'm doing an estimate. There's 3 nice little lumps there. So my estimates always work out, so don't worry, you haven't got any scales. It should be fine. And what you need to do next is just knead it all into breadcrumbs, like so. Okay, once you've actually made your flour into breadcrumbs, you've had the yeast in, the butter in, and the salt, what you do is get 300 ml of lukewarm water. Now tip, don't pour all in at once, pour in a bit at a time and mix it together, like so. See, don't put it all in together. I mean you can if you want to, but I find it easier. Just mix it all until it all comes together. Like I say, if it gets too sticky, add a bit more flour in. Now once you've mixed your flour, get it on the bench, make sure your bench is floured, and you want to give the bread a good kneading for at least 5 minutes, and this helps to rise the bread. If your dough still gets a bit sticky, just add a bit of flour on and keep doing that for at least 5 minutes until you get it the way you want it. You also want to hit it and it springs back up after kneading it for a good 5 minutes. Like I said, if it gets a bit sticky while you're doing it, make sure your flour's sorry, make sure your bread is always floured and your bench is always floured, which makes it a lot easier for when you're kneading for a good 5 minutes. And after you knead it for 5 minutes, you can roll it out to any thickness after you want your bread buns. Mine's still a bit sticky there, so I'll add a bit more flour on top. That stops it sticking and then it's easier to knead. Now when you're kneading, when you fold it, make sure you press it with your wrists like that, like so. Make sure you put some elbow work into it, which will help a great deal. Okay, next what you're going to do is you're going to roll it out. Make sure you get plenty of flour on your rolling pin and roll it out. Keep turning your bread as well. And make sure you roll it out to any thickness that you want to cut your bread into rolls. And say it's up to you how thick you want it or how thin you want it, because it will rise. Now, tip for you guys, if you don't have a cutter, like I don't, because I've moved house lately and most of my stuff has gone, so what I use is I use a nice cup, which is a nice size. Wait a second, get that cup dry. Yeah, I just use a nice cup, like so. Press down and cut. Just like so. They look a bit thin, but they will rise. Okay, now I've cut them in shape. I put them on a tray. Now, a bit of a tip for you guys when you're doing your bread: make sure you always leave a space on your trays for when they rise. They will, when they rise, they come together. Make sure you do that. Now, a tip for you for a quick rising. What I've always done as a kid: if you want it for quickness, what you do is get a tea towel or a damp cloth and dampen it lightly, and then you cover your bread buns like so. Obviously another one on top of there, and put your oven on max level for an hour until your bread rises, and then they're ready to put in the oven. Now when they do come out of the oven, make sure they're hollow on the bottom. That's when you know they are cooked. Okay, so now I've got my bread rising on the oven. Don't forget, when you're doing it, when you put a cloth over, don't really soak it in the tea towel. Just make it damp. That is a quick way of making bread rise after an hour on top of a hot oven. Yeah, so it's a quick way. Most people like to leave it overnight, but for me, I just like to let it rise for an hour, or maybe a bit longer, depends how big you want your bread buns to be. So when they will come out of the oven, I will show you what it's like. But make sure, guys, that your bread buns are hollow on the bottom. Just tap them and then you'll be able to see. So if you guys make your own bread, what tips do you have? Do you actually do the way I do it, or do you rise the bread overnight, or whatever you do? Put a comment in the box below and I will show you what the bread buns look like when I come out. And I might make another batch for myself, because I don't think there's nothing there to last me a week, but who knows. But yeah, keep watching this video, guys, and I'll be back once the bread buns come out of the oven. So now the first two batches have come out of the oven, and look at them bad boys. They are lovely. Like I said before, the test if they're hollow. Listen to that sound. But them bad boys are lovely, and I can't wait to have a nice sandwich with them. Oh yes, sandwiches with crisps inside, absolutely lovely. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, and turn on the bell notification. Yes, lovely bread buns are made. Also got another batch there, which are cooling as well. Once again, nice and golden brown on the top, just absolutely lovely. So I know what I'm having to eat later on. So yeah, thank you for watching guys, and like I said before, comment below however you make your bread and have you made bread before. And thank you for watching guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. See you later guys.